Elliot, Kotek for CELEBS.com Beyond Cinema magazine.
Oh my God, that accent.
Thanks.
Sorry.
How's it going? Natalie Martinez, Anna Kendrick. Firstly, congratulations.
So now she's your favorite in this.
Yeah.
I see what's gonna happen. Damn it, didn't get in fast enough.
So firstly, congratulations on the film. It really is a pretty powerful piece, and I know everyone really loves it out there. What was it, you guys, with these guys who kind of live on the edge of mortality? I mean, you experienced it with Joseph Gordon-Levitt as well in 50-50. Like, these guys are kind of on the edge. So what do you have a new kind of respect for the police force, for people who do these kind of jobs?
I mean, it's interesting. I think, with Joe and 50-50, when I meet him, I understand his situation. I understand that, before I, kind of fall for him, I understand what he's going through. And I think with Janet in End of Watch, I think she very naively thinks that dating a cop is like dating any other guy. And it's not until she meets, the rest of the family, when she meets Natalie's character and Michael's character and, enters that world, that she realizes that, this is more than just a job, and that the guy that she's kind of already falling for, she's going to have to be a really, really strong person, a really strong woman to be the woman who starts a family with somebody who puts their life on the line.
Yeah. Do you have you met people like that? Do you know people like that?
I mean, our director David Ayer, he does not put his life on the line when he makes films.
No.
But I realized, I think, kind of after the fact, and it was kind of subconscious, that meeting his wife was it felt to me the way that Janet probably felt meeting Gabby, Natalie's character. Just somebody where you think you're a strong person, you think you've got your stuff together, and you meet somebody like that, and you're like, okay, you're operating on another level. You're of like being a strong woman and holding down the fort and kind of running the show. So I think I accidentally learned a lot from her.
And Natalie, you've been on both sides of this. You've played a detective a couple of times
Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
So was it cool kind of flipping the switch on that?
It is. It's definitely less demanding. I didn't have to go through all that training as well, which is always fun. I'm a really big fan of doing all that kind of stuff. But, this side of it, it was really emotional because you kind of, I don't know, they are very strong women, and I feel like to be married with someone who puts yourself on the line all the time like that, and not knowing whether they're going to come home or not, and not knowing whether or how they're going to come home. Like, what was it they saw that day that maybe put him in a bad mood, or maybe made him feel a certain way? And you have to kind of take that and turn it around for him and just be that bigger woman, that bigger person, to kind of take care of him now when he's done taking care of everybody. So
Yeah.
that definitely has those strong qualities of the wife of a cop.
And having the little cameras on set as well, they were basically shooting everything all the time. I mean, you both live life pretty much in the media spotlight now because of projects you've done. And I mean, is it just a matter of fact now that you got to assume that everything you do is being taped?
I think now too. Well, you know what? We live in an age right now where everything is taped. Like, if you go to a concert, some people there's no more lighters going up. There's iPhones, or BlackBerry flashes, and.
But it's interesting because it's almost like it had the opposite effect, because with this, it wasn't a feeling of like, oh, I might be being taped right now, and it just makes you want to go into your shell. It felt like. We never really knew if they were filming, if they weren't filming, so just for safety, we were just in character all the time.
Yeah.
And then when somebody would bring up a camera, and a camera that I as a character was supposed to be aware of, you just react as you would if Anna, knew I was being filmed, which is like, get the camera out of my face. Like, don't, what are you doing, So it was a really interesting environment, and it was a very freeing environment. It wasn't, in real life, that's like a horrible paranoia feeling, and this was a really lovely, open feeling.
But just let you pay attention to what you wanted to do, like the characters, more than like reach your mark, you're in my light, you're doing this, you're doing all that was thrown out the window. This was not very traditional at all, so you just kind of had fun with it.
It was like theater in the round.
Yeah.
It's very strange.